can you tell us a little bit about how did you begin on this graffiti scene and street art scene?
Yeah, well, I was actually born in England, and then I went to Australia when I was 5 years old. But I got involved in the graffiti scene in Australia when I was a teenager. Yeah, it was in the late 80s.
Yeah.
And that was the early days of graffiti in Australia and in Europe as well. Yeah, the sort of, it was very mixed with the hip hop culture. And so I was involved in that and painting in the night, doing my graffiti and stuff, and then I sort of developed from there. And
okay, did you started to do calligraphic ones with the
lettering? Yeah, I did.
But then you have a completely different style, really singular that anyone recognizes. Or how did you reach this style that has? I remember completely of Van Gogh and from pointillism and from drip painting.
Yeah, I did. After going through the graffiti movement and then doing legal kind of commission mural work, I did, about that time I went to art school and I did do a 4-year degree, and obviously my main interest was painting. But at that time I was very interested in the tradition of European painting, and then the more I used paint, the more I started to get a feel for colour. And then, I really respected what artists like Van Gogh were doing with their colour as well. Because back then, graffiti was still very underground. It was almost like, no one talked about it. I didn't talk about that in art school. It was almost like I had two different identities. And then later on, when I started using spray paint on canvas, then I started developing the technique with the dots and the layers of colour.
Because it's unique. We don't know anyone that paints in spray using that technique in particular. So
I'm glad, because it's difficult on the street to stand out. There's a lot of people using it. So when I found that technique, especially the drip painting, I said, this is good. This is unique to me. This is kind of my language. So I
get it on
I
that,
felt really comfortable with that.
It's really your signature, because
and then
when you see your pieces, we recognize them immediately, and I think that's really nice, because in the street art field right now you have a boom of artists, which is good, but you have this specific style, and we got really interested, and we are with lots of expectation about this piece in Lisbon. And to finish, can you tell us why did you decide to come to Lisbon? In which context?
Lisbon, yes. I'm here. Look at this.
For the first time.
Well, I love traveling and meeting new people, and if there's the opportunity to paint and spread the message of love, whatever, of my passion in art, then I love doing that. So, basically what happened was a collector who runs a gallery from Lisbon came to my studio in London, and he was looking for some work for an exhibition for his gallery called Fun Art Gallery here in Lisbon. Yeah, and so he came to my studio and he bought a few paintings, and they're right now being exhibited in Lisbon. So when that was kind of my first contact, and I always said to him, I said one day I'll come to Lisbon and I'll have to paint a wall, And he goes, yeah, sure. He goes, come. So then it's kind of it's the result of that meeting.
So and now here you are. We are really, really glad that you're here, and we appreciate you again for your gesture, and we hope that you come back and maybe do more pieces.
Oh, believe me, I'm already
another opportunity.
I'm already inspired.
Okay.
You know what it's like. You say, there's something I could do, or this and this, and then I've run out of time to do all the things I want to do here.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying the city very much.
So we can expect another visit for you. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.